never tired, you will never know. You ain't never tried, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 60 out now. Hey, Sam off. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
What are you doing?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 53 is the mark. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Step.
Looking to throw on second down. Clayton, he's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ready up.
53, Mike.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 31. Check 31. Ready.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more. Out, 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 out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Set up, 8, read. 53. What we got? What we got? What we got? 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clayton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On 1st down, Washington nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Bravo!
From the gun, Washington. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Come on, baby, come on. Hey, seam 6. 54, right there. 54.
To throw again. Clayton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Washington. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Looking to throw. Washington. This one complete to Coleman. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready? 60 or.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Clayton. Throws right side, and that's complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. 53's mine.
2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, Clayton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the go to give to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Watch the eye.
Operating from the gun, Clayton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey. Hey, wahoo! Check. Check. Crunch. Five.
Throwing again. Clayton. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Bengals 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Who needs that when you got D like this?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 30 days, let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 3, check 3. Deep grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Leo. Check the backer. Shoot. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 50, check 50. Check out. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Ready.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Clayton. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Clayton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Clayton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down now, Sanford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Stick the oar. Don't get nervous. Kill. Smooth.
On third down, Clayton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57. Mike, 57.
Go.
Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Check 43. Kill. Leo. Hut.
From the gun, Washington. That is caught inside the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
61. Matchbox. Light.
Everyone got 4 down.
Smoke.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Got you, boy. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Washington to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike. Watch the pass. Mike.
Now they try the right side here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
3 bucks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's go. 18 Tater.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
I'm trying to collect. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Protein spill. Check 25. Check.
Back to throw. Clayton looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Joker. Tighten up. Watch safety creeping.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Washington. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Off the play fake, Washington. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington. This short throw caught by Goedert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Washington completes it to Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Washington. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Rock it. Under 10, 10. Now.
Operating from the gun, Clayton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
H3, 218, chopper. Kill. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sanford, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for you.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia! As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
The Bengals drive about to get going.
53, Mike, 53.
Watch the slip. Get
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
60 outlaw.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the safety creep. Check. Lucky. Hey, Sam off.
Nixon will try the right side. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's it, baby. Nixon, the ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Jim. Go. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Clayton. Open man is Anderson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On the set. 47. Check, 47. Not here.
On 1st and 10, Clayton. He's got Burton here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Anderson. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Set 50. Wait. Mike 91. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
This a quick pass to Davis. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sanford. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Set 15 line. 15 line. Go out.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They run for it with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.